See you tonight with DeMarcus Cousins in action. Shaq, how good is he at that center position?
Well, one of the few players who can put up 25 and 12 on a consistent basis. He's got speed, he's got the footwork.
And the feet work, too.
Done. Yeah, feet works pretty good. Got the strength to get it done every night.
Jet.
You just got to change up his mentals, Ernie.
Well, there aren't many other players who can fill up a box score with the ease that Cousins does, every single night. He's a true giant in the post. He's a load to guard. And defensively, he's still a force.
And a double machine. Game's just about ready to start. Time to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time. And that game moved the season series to 2-zip.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, I think there was way too much one-on-one play for them in that game. Their ball movement was awful, and their offense stagnant. So not a prime example tonight of good team basketball.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Anthony Davis's ascent to stardom has been almost as quick as the physical growth that transformed his game. Davis said, going into my senior season in high school, I grew 7 inches in one summer. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I needed new clothes, new shoes. As I grew, it was like starting all over again. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. And for the teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs, Brent, these games don't carry quite the same weight.
But, Kevin, the interesting part about that is for the guys who haven't played, they're chomping at the bit to get out there and show the coaches that they might have made contributions to your team's success in the early part of the season, and again, establish some sort of confidence going into the offseason where they come back as better players with more of an opportunity next year to make a difference.
And still showing stuff on tape for other teams in case they're free agents.
No question. If you finish off the season and you finish strong, the consideration from other teams about you joining their roster can increase.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Ariza in at small forward. Hill passes to Selden. He dishes it to Cousins. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
And nice to see a spark of confidence. Gives you a little something to build from right from the start.
Ariza outside. Back to Capella. Shot clock at 6. Beverly. No good from outside. Over a minute played here in the start of the game. Back to Holiday. Davis down low. Ariza covering. Cousins with a screen on Beverly. Tries again. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
What's up? And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Good chance you're getting to phase 2 of your defense here as you make adjustments to try and cool him down.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Davis. Screen by Cousins. Here's Selden. Ariza covering. And that one's good. Selden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Heat in Miami.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
And the most noise was being made with one of their guys at the free throw line. Those were some smart fans. They knew it was a team struggling from the free throw line, and they made it as difficult and as loud as possible.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Harden. Here's Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone, or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched him there.
Here's Holiday following the score by Houston. There's the pick. Davis. That shot off the mark. Good D by Ariza. Rockets trail. Back to Beverly. It's stolen by Hill. The pass to Holiday. And count it from 19 feet away.
Well, the D was there, but the offense was better. Drew Holiday knocks down the jumper.
And here's Harden. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Cousins. Takes the three. Another miss by Holiday. Rockets trail by 3. Over in the corner, Beverly. Inside, taken away by Holiday. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And you look at Anthony Davis offensively, Brent, incredible the way his shot has developed since he came into the NBA.
When you think about a 7-foot guy facing up on you in the block area, there's really no way to stop Anthony Davis in that length. But his footwork is underrated. I think now that he's addressed some of the muscle issues and put that weight on, we'll see him look to back down smaller defenders and take them to the rack.
You can talk about franchise players, but Brent, Anthony Davis is the total package.
Well, he does it all on the court, Kevin, and we're always reminded that he did play some point guard in high school. Imagine that. So it's not just that. He is a humble kid, a hardworking kid. He connects with his teammates and the community, and they rave about his character off the court. So you got it all with Anthony Davis.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
And Beverly kicks to Anderson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got 5.
Well, Anderson showing some smooth, soft touch on the interior there.
Davis with a screen on Beverly on the wing. Hill. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Now, here is Harden. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They get it back. Back to Beverly. Stolen by Holiday. Passes to Selden. Now the feed to Hill. New Orleans moving the ball around. Back to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Capella.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. In the city of New Orleans, still grappling with the legacy of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. So much devastation. But, Brent, this city has really come back, and their bounce back has been inspirational.
Well, it has been inspirational, and it continues to inspire people around this city to great, great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans in some huge ways. Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for New Orleans.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Harden dishes to Anderson. Harden outside. Kicks it to Capella. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And you look at the value of outside shooting, Brent, in today's game, never greater. But do you think the players themselves are getting better, more skilled at long-range shooting?
I do think that you're seeing some improvement. What's interesting is how many coaches are asking their big men to step outside and how much it's changed some of their games. One of the players I look at in his first few years was Al Horford, who shot very few three-pointers, gotten close to attempting about 100 plus every year for the last 3 years. So guys are getting better. They're being asked to do more, and if they're diligent with their practice, they absolutely can see that kind of improvement.
Like an Anthony Davis picking one thing in the offseason to work on, but it makes him that much more versatile a player with New Orleans.
And then all of a sudden you open up Pandora's box with what it is a coach can do when your player can go out and show that kind of skill. It becomes an unlimited place.
Absolutely. Good point. Ante Cunningham's checked in for Hill. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Nene's checked in. Here's Cousins. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Still a lot of potential with Drew Holiday, I feel. He can pass and he can shoot and he can beat you off the dribble. He's just got a nice change of pace to his game. A herky-jerky style guard, but playing alongside Anthony Davis, lots of room for him to operate.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the one thing you like about Holiday, the versatility with his size and shooting. He can play on or off the ball well.
Well, he's got a lot of attributes for a combo guard in this league because he can play both positions on either end of the floor and defend them as well. But you like the ball in his hands. He's a gifted operator. And I really like, Kevin, the fact that when the ball is in Drew Holiday's hands, he has an opportunity to connect with Anthony Davis.
And the challenge for Drew Holiday over the last handful of seasons, Brent, has been his health. A stress fracture in his right tibia cost him a lot of games.
Man, it's really hard to establish a rhythm in a game where the coach is telling you we're reaching your limit and you got to pull you out of the game. A former All-Star in Philadelphia, he's a guy they need out on the court, and he needs to continue to produce.
Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got 9.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Harden outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Moniunas.
You know, the thing about James Harden, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. No good on the second free throw. And thinking about ways to stop Harden, part of the problem is that he's really built like no other player out there.
Physically, he's got that barrel of a body, the long arms, and just enough quickness to blow by you. He's elusive yet always looking for contact, which is why he lives at the free throw line.
Pelicans shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
That's good for Moore. And so it's Houston with it. They trail by 7. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
It didn't matter what the opponent's defensive attack looked like tonight. They were ready for just about anything and ran away with it.
Here's Moniunas. James Harden picking up that last basket. Moniunas kicks to Cousins. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 12.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
They set the pick. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Got that one up quick. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
No good from Moore.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here's Harden for 3, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. The 4th spot held down by Nene and, of course, Clint Capella.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Well, you can pretty much count it when they get the ball down low like that. You got to give them credit for working hard to get themselves open. Their percentages certainly wouldn't be as high as they are if they couldn't knock down those open 15-footers.
Now, here is Harden, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Fires it up, and Houston again with the bucket. Pelicans leading by 4. Moore passes to Moniunas. There's a screen by Moniunas. Cunningham kicks to Moore, and the layup is good. Moore's got his 2nd bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Williams against Moore. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Rockets. Decker's checked in for James Harden. New Orleans gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Crawford drives in. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Moore against Gordon. Inside. Shoots a fader. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Gordon against Moore. He feeds it to Moniunas. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Harrell dishes to Gordon. On the wing, Williams. Elbow shot is on the way. Another miss by Williams.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Crawford is screen on Gordon. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Decker. He's covered by Thompson. Gordon against Moore. Gordon the pass to Nene. And that one good. Nene's got his first 2 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And no good trying to get that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Man, you get into that kind of zone, that's the feeling where you're invincible and it gets fun.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Gordon. Nene is out there with Decker. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Beverly in at the point. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Houston. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out New Orleans. They're at the bottom of the conference.
And Houston, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. You got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
No good on that one. And the athleticism of this game will always take your breath away. I've always said that, one of the best things about it, but the mental aspect, that is something always to keep track of.
Well, I just love the fact that guys can come consistently with that kind of approach, Kevin. If you're not as talented as the guy across from you, what's your advantage? You have to use your intellect. You have to find ways around those skill sets. You have to be a position player. You have to be in the right place at the right time. And trust me, there are many coaches around the league who seek out those kind of guys to fill out their rosters because they know consistently what they're going to get.
And Motiejunas picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. They set the pick. Ariza outside. He tries for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. New Orleans leading by 8. And Holiday kicks to Motiejunas. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Gordon. Thompson dishes to Moniunas. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Beverly with the ball. There's the dish to Gordon. Launches it. Moniunas grabs the miss. Moniunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be. It took time." Guys, he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. We know that. Thank you. Now Beverly. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Again, the Pelicans score.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Beverly, count it, his 2nd make in 4 attempts.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Inside. That's good from Davis on the assist by Holiday. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for New Orleans. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. New Orleans making some changes here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Moniunas, and it's Selden in for Thompson. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Houston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Now Beverly, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Selden passes to Hill. Here's Selden. Dishes to Cousins. Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Just a phenomenal crash from Anthony Davis on the boards there. He comes up with the rebound and gets an easy putback.
Ariza outside. Feeds to Gordon. And the rejection by Cousins. And up the floor again for New Orleans. Running the court. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the 2nd.
Gordon kicks to Capella. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, look, the Pelicans are a solid offensive team. That's not where the problems have been. One of the best teams in the league as far as taking care of the basketball.
And the Pelicans above average in their three-point percentage. They'd like to get even better there.
Well, when you have a star that's going to command a massive amount of attention in Anthony Davis, you need to space the floor with shooters and make sure that those guys are consistent in their spot-up game. I think that's how they take the next step, is at that end of the floor.
James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. He's perfect from the line this time. Pelicans leading by 16. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Davis. It's stolen by Ariza. To the paint, out to the wing. Anderson against Davis. Anderson dishes to Harden. 6 to shoot. Back to Anderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And really a trend-setting three-point shooting big man. Ryan Anderson led the NBA in three-pointers made back in 2011, 2012. Came in second a year later. The game right now, tailor-made for Ryan Anderson.
And with Ryan Anderson's height and his quick release, it's awfully tough for defenders to affect that shot.
Yeah, he gets on balance really quickly, setting up his feet, and can come off of screens and spot up as well. You know, one aspect of his game too, Kevin, is he can post up smaller defenders and also score from down low.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
And a former most improved player, Ryan Anderson, led the Pac-10 in scoring back at Cal Berkeley in his sophomore season. Truly a golden bear.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Over to the left wing. Here's the screen. Here's Beverly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beverly's got 6. And Ryan Anderson led his high school, Oak Ridge, to a Division II state title.
Well, Ryan Anderson seems to be one of those guys who's just a grinder, not getting tons of national publicity and then bursting on the scene. And that scene happens to be the NBA.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And business, obviously, is great in the NBA. Players' salaries shooting up. Franchise values skyrocketing. In fact, Brent, I saw the other day a new study saying the average team is now worth over $1 billion. Some much more than that. You still want to own a team someday?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Can you afford that?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, Kevin. But our game is in a great place. And one of the things that makes me most proud as a former player, Kevin, is who it is that represents the NBA right now in terms of their character, in terms of their class, in terms of some of the stances that they take, even outside of the sport, getting involved in politics, getting involved in their local community. The league continues to do amazing things both on and off the court.
I would say maybe never been healthier than it is right now on all fronts. The way it's played, the named stars, the community activism, all of it.
I agree with you, Kevin.
Rockets trail by 16. Here's Beverly. He's got 6. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hill passes to Selden. And Cousins kicks to Davis. Screen by Cousins. Davis gets a wide open look. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Davis has got 13 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anderson with the screen for Ariza. From beyond the arc. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Selden. The feed to Davis. Holiday left side. Now the pass to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Well, that happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down. But I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
Capella dishes to Harden. Pass to Anderson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Anderson's got 10 points.
Well, Ryan Anderson in catch-and-shoot game is a great option. The D has no way to react when Anderson uses that quick release.
Davis sets a screen. Davis with a screen on Harden. Selden passes to Davis. Kicks it to Hill. It's stolen by Ariza. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
It's his first trip to the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Brent, when you played, you were one of the best passing wings in the NBA. How did you come about developing that play style, that skill of feeding others so well?
Huge influence for me, Kevin, growing up was Pistol Pete Maravich. I watched a lot of tapes, and maybe people out there remember old VHS tapes of homework basketball that Pistol Pete put out, and I watched those incessantly and went out in the driveway and tried those things, and then eventually frustrated every coach that I played for. But I had an innate ability to see the floor, some peripheral vision that I tried to use to my advantage, and I enjoyed always making the play for the next guy.
And you both came from basketball families. His dad was his coach at LSU.
That is correct. And although Press wanted Pete to shoot a lot, and he did.
And he did. And you?
And I was more of a pass-first guy.
Yeah.
I think with my dad, he took all the shots away from his teammates. I wanted to be a better teammate.
He took a family's worth of shots, right?
That is correct. And I spent years making up for it.
Another miss by Houston.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
No good from Moore. Rockets trail by 17. Right side, Williams. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Crawford. Fires the 3. Good work defensively by Harden. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. To the middle, it's tipped and stolen by Cousins. Crawford outside. Passes to Cousins. Davis kicks to Moore. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Moore's got 13 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
New Orleans making a switch here. Montejunas has checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Decker's checked in. Williams against Moore. Shot from the top of the key, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Williams. 9 points for James Harden. New Orleans leading by 17. Here is Cunningham. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Now here's Decker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Harden.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Moore left side. He feeds it to Cousins. And here is Monty Yunus. Back to Cousins. Some solid defense there by Nene. 1:43 left in the second quarter. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Anderson.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Here's Harden.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
Crawford outside. 1:19 left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 14 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yep, wanted to put another nail in the coffin and using those hands as a hammer.
They get it again. Harrell. From down in the low post, it goes. Harrell's got his first basket of the night.
Just dirty work on the offensive boards there. Rips it down and then tops it off with a strong putback.
They set the pick. Cunningham kicks to Cousins. Here is Cunningham. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harden with it. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Tries to keep it alive. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Monty Yunus has got his 6th rebound on the night. Williams. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. New Orleans on top, running away with it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially on forced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, is there a shot down there that he didn't show them? I'm not sure. Let's see if the D can make some adjustments here as we start the third quarter.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Solomon Hill. And it's Selden in at shooting guard. Now here's Beverly following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Holiday left side. The dish to Davis. Davis with a screen on Harden. Selden, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Selden's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for New Orleans. Now Beverly. Dishes to Harden. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. And that'll be his third foul so far. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Harden. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Holiday gets the bucket.
Really like the form from Drew Holiday there. He always looks to take those if the D is going to back up off him.
And here's Harden following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Here's the screen from deep. Harden. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
It's one of those things, the team hits from downtown. The other side immediately wants to get back those points.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
And the rejection by Cousins. Hill has the open look. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks to Beverly. Feeds it to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Yeah, no way this is the start they wanted for the second half. Their offense better start getting it going soon. 1 of 4 here is not cutting it.
Now here's Davis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Cousins. Goes back up. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. He dishes it to Ariza. Good on the 13-footer. Ariza's got 10 points in the game. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Screen by Cousins. Tries again, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Start it.
Looking now at some numbers for Holiday, breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 6. And it's Gordon missing.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And this is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Pass to Beverly. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Capella. And that one hits back iron.
Well, it looked like he was hesitating on that one, guys. Have no clue why, though.
Here's Zeldin. He has 5. The feed to Davis. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now here's Gordon. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Here's Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, as you can now see on the 2K leaderboard, these are the NBA's steal leaders since the All-Star break. You look at Beverly, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
Defensively, he's been a club. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
And the first one drops.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Hollis Thompson's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And Brent Gentry usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it. When it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Here's Beverly. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Beverly dishes to Ariza. Puts up a three. Ariza with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Davis. That one doesn't go. And the Rockets take it the other way. Now here's Beverly. He has 6. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. The pass to Selden. Hill kicks to Davis. It's back to Hill. Holiday against Beverly. Clock at 6. There's the three. The rebound by Anderson. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Beverly, the pass to Anderson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Beverly's got 8.
Well, that's one of his best attributes is his passes hit guys in stride.
And Capella sends it back. Beverly dishes to Gordon. Capella kicks to Ariza. Anderson the screen. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
It's stolen by Capella, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a look here at the shot chart.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I'd continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Free throw good, Davis. New Orleans making some changes here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Hill. Ejuan Moore comes in, and Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Ryan Anderson. Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Patrick Beverly. No good on the second free throw.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Williams. Harrell kicks to Williams. And here is Monty Eunice. And stolen by Williams. Inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For Houston, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that one misses. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And for a guy with a slight frame, Lou Williams can be one of the most aggressive players in the NBA, especially when driving to the basket.
And Kevin, I call it, he's a professional scorer.
Yes.
He can get streaky hot from beyond the arc, so you have to stay up on him. He puts the ball on the deck and uses his quickness to get past you. You almost always have to foul him to prevent him from getting to the basket, and he shoots a high percentage from the line.
New Orleans has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Thompson outside. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, just could not steal the deal.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Clock is at 3. Monty Eunice passes to Crawford. Jacks up a 3. No good from Moore. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Decker dishes to Nene. Harrell kicks to Williams. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's New Orleans. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. Cunningham's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you know, that's why Cunningham is such a valuable player, his ability to stretch the floor with his shooting.
Decker with a screen for Gordon. The Rockets again can't hit.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Cunningham, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Well, they've been on a roll ever since the break. Doesn't seem to matter whether the shots are open or there's a hand in the face.
Offensive rebound, Nene. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's right around 13 points a night, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. James Harden. He's checked in for Houston. And both free throws good for Nene. Here's Crawford. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Cunningham kicks to Crawford. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Harden. And for Houston, they're shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Now here's Harden. 12 points for him. Williams outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Simply taking advantage there of the defense. An easy look from 3.
Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. Kicks to Thompson. Here's Moniunas. Stolen by Decker. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. Nene the pass to Harden. Back to Nene. It's deflected. Moniunas with the steal. Passes it to Thompson. There's a screen by Moniunas. Moore dishes to Moniunas. Beyond the arc. No good from Moore. And here's Houston. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Crawford against Harden. Harrell setting the pick for Harden. Shot off the screen. The shot by Nene. No good.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
They set the pick. Crawford outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Crawford's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Rockets have gone 9 of 13 from the line. That one is off. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the second free throw, good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Crawford. And the rejection by Harden. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The Pelicans have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And that one falls for Cousins. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Harden with it. He's got 12. There's the triple. No good on the shot. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Pelicans ahead, running away with this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning, okay? It's all about learning. If you play hard and compete and don't play passive, I don't care how many mistakes you make. I promise you that, okay?
In teaching mode right there, good bite with Alvin Gentry, letting his guys know just try to get a little bit better each time out.
Yeah, I mean, developing players, molding their games, it is not easy. It takes a great deal of patience.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Williams. Taylor is out there with Brown. Then it's Decker. Then it's Nene in at the 5 down low. Frazier kicks to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Diallo. Pulls up. And the shot falls short this time. The Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. To the inside, here's Nene. That falls. Great assist by Bobby Brown. Nene's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Crawford outside. Here is Cunningham. Back to Crawford for 3. That shot off.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
The shot by Taylor, no good. Pelicans shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Wide open. He squares up and sinks it.
Quick release from Cunningham off the pass. Caught the defense off guard.
Outside, Taylor. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Decker with it. Cunningham's there. Decker gets the bucket.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
And there's the call on Nene. That's his first foul. And you often see players talking with an official after a call or an on-call. Were you ever able to make headway with the ref by talking to them after a play, whether you agreed, disagreed, or whatever?
Well, the biggest part about it, Kevin, it's all about your approach. So if you walk up to the referees and you're kind and you're courteous, they're going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So it's all about your timing and your approach with the officials to point out something that may be happening in the game or a trend that you see in the early part of the game, just to draw their attention to some of that action during the course of a period.
Did coaches always make players aware of who is officiating and what to look for?
I really never had a coach in a pregame meeting, Kevin, come in and mention the officials who were reffing that game that night. Never happened in my career.
Decker can't hit.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Crawford passes to Frazier. Here's Diallo. Frazier right side. Tries it from 19. The Rockets pull it in. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Taylor dishes to Nene. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Nene's got 4 this quarter.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
It's stolen by Brown. He feeds it to Williams from about 16. But they get it back. From deep. The shot by Taylor, no good.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
Here's Diallo. There's the dish to Ajinça. Feeds to Frazier. For the 3. Connects from three-point range.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Taylor kicks to Nene. Decker with a screen for Nene. Back to Taylor. Trying his luck deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
It only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Wow, more threes in the NBA? Who knew? Teams trading tray balls.
Here is Cunningham. Now the pass to Diallo. Frazier dishes to Ajinça. They set the pick. From the arc. The shot by Frazier, no good.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Yeah, awesome job right there of closing out on the shooter to contest. May have made him adjust that just a bit.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. They grab their own miss. The shot's good.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Just don't want to see fundamental errors like that. One of the reasons they're so far behind.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the score by New Orleans.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
Ajinça kicks to Crawford. Big part of the NBA's new TV deal, Brand, a provision to allow for digital distribution of games via tablets and smartphones here. I know you're looking at one right now. I know you catch games at airports and on the go when you're traveling.
Well, Kevin Harlan, anytime you're doing a game, it's must-see television, and so I'll watch it.
With the sound down.
No. If anything, I'm connecting 3 Bluetooth speakers to turn it up. I'm totally in with the mobile NBA action, Kevin, especially for our jobs in broadcasting, to be able to be anywhere and pull out your phone and watch NBA action right there, to hear the great announcers that we have for the 30 teams around the league, to get in-depth analysis and coverage. What a tremendous luxury we have to have NBA on the go.
It's the best. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Frazier. Another miss by Frazier.
Yeah, he's not hitting much of anything, but his team remains in front because of what they've done and how well they've been scoring.
Back to Williams. Outside, Taylor. Dishes it to Nene. The Rockets again can't hit.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
Crawford outside. There's a screen. The feed to Frazier. To the paint, it's Crawford on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Fantastic awareness out on the floor. That's a textbook assist.
Commissioner Adam Silver mentioned at some rounds it's been that before in 1988. It used to be, what, 6-7 rounds?
That's correct.
A long time ago, Brent. Should the league go back to a 3-round draft?
Why not?
How about some of these names deep in the 2nd round? These are kids that get cut immediately.
Well, you don't have to watch it, Kevin, but it'd be good for the league
But
to
we
have
love
3
the league,
rounds.
so of course you watch it.
Yeah, and you think about the hundreds of potential players that can make the NBA, certainly be on a summer league roster so that the teams can evaluate them over the next 3 months before the NBA season gets started. So why not 3 rounds?
And he knocks down the first one. The Pelicans making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Williams. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Taylor. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. On the wing, Williams, guarded by Crawford. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Moniunas is checked in for Diallo. And that one falls for Williams. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Frazier kicks to Moniunas. There's a screen by Moniunas. Frazier outside. He kicks to Thompson. He tries for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Rockets shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Decker. Sweet little floater.
I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Pass to Frazier. Brent, you think about free throws, getting a shooting foul is one of the best outcomes offensively for most players, and we've got guys in this league that can really do it well.
Still one of the most important aspects, Kevin, of an offensive thrust is to show the officials during any game that you're willing to attack the rim and go in there with fearlessness. Most of those guys end up getting to the free throw line and shooting very effective shots. You're always looking for 1 point per possession, and if you can step to the free throw line with nobody around you unguarded and knock a couple down, it benefits your team.
How often, though, do you think that's the best shot as opposed to driving, drawing a couple defenders in there, then kicking it out?
Well, I think
what the analytics would say on that.
Well, I think you have to be really selective on who it is that you're kicking it out to. But certainly the free throw is one of the most important shots in the game of basketball. And usually the most aggressive team is going to shoot more on a nightly basis.
Here's Brown following the score by New Orleans. From past the arc, Williams' shot is off. New Orleans gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Kicks it to Cunningham. The screen from Thompson. Passes it to Crawford. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Brown outside. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. With the teardrop. And it's something the NBA, Brent, has been discussing between the franchises for a few years now. What are your thoughts on having ads on NBA jerseys now?
Kevin, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it's tastefully done, and I hope the league does their due diligence in making sure that it looks respectable and we don't lose the beautiful, unbelievable logos that we're so familiar with, that we've seen for years and years, and that those colors are well represented.
No clutter, but we see so much of it in arenas with the music and the constant advertising that goes on scoreboards and around the building inside.
Well, they're there to make some money, aren't they, Kevin?
They are.
Okay, so.
And Brown drops them both. And so here is New Orleans. Now Crawford. He dishes it to Ajinça. Back to Crawford. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. Decker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for DeMarcus Cousins.
The guys were so afraid to bring the ball inside against him, and for very good reason. He was playing a rugged brand of interior defense. He challenged shots left, right, center. Big effort on the inside.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, it's something that we know goes on during play, but is rarely talked about. Brent, did you ever trash talk during a game or get trash talk too?
I heard many things. I pretended not to hear them, Kevin. And the only time that
I can see you start to laugh, though, when you heard stuff.
I did. I found more enjoyment out of it, even though it was something very personal. I still found enjoyment. And the only time that I would talk trash were the times that I got to play against my brother John, because I knew he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and you knew his soft spots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brothers always do.
He has plenty.
Now here's Crawford, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams for three, cans it from downtown.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Now here's Crawford. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how intense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
We know there's an edge to DeMarcus Cousins' game, and that edge was even sharper than usual tonight. I love his back-to-the-basket game, and now he displays the three-point shot. He displays finesse and power at its best.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.